So, Fat Man.
So sleazy.
That sounded like it came from inside the house.
Because it is inside your house. And your butthole. Hi.
Oh, crap. Well, I guess we'll have to talk about that and some other things on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
This is the Fat Man.
And oh my goodness, welcome everyone to another wonderful episode. Today, as you can see, we're back together for the first time in years.
I drove down to New Jersey.
How the fuck did you do New Jersey?
How did I do New Jersey? Raw.
Fair. Today, we talk about Batman's favorite show maybe ever.
Oh, God.
But first, let's go around the room here. First of all, smoking the biggest blunt this side of New Jersey, Ryan Williams is here with us.
Hey, yo.
And, of course, I'm just going to let him do his intro because it's so fucking great.
You already know it's your boy CHam. You can't spell champion without it. You know, here to bring all that fire, spice, and blonde, beautiful hair.
So, obviously, CHam's here with us because he is an absolute fed shill. He can't get away from WWE, but, you know, occasionally he dabbles in AEW, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Am I the actually only fed shill here? Like,
You might be.
you know, I'll watch everything and I love everything. I can pick apart everything. But, like, am I the actually...
Well, to be fair...
Hi.
Oh,
You're an
this
NWA
asshole here's not a
shill.
fed shill. He just hates
You're an NWA shill. Totally different.
Hey, NWA's been awesome lately. I can't even lie.
Oh, no, I know new NWA's been awesome, but...
Yeah, sure.
Look
So...
at the face at him. It fucks me up because I get two angles of his face now, and I thought it was the dope, but no, that's two broken cameras.
No, it's definitely two broken cameras. So I'm going to pass it along to Fat Man. It
Spit
is
on it.
AEW Wrestle Dream we're talking about tonight.
With the same WrestleMania style logo, by the way. Fucking idiots couldn't have come up with their own logo.
Come on,
because the event
seriously.
started with Wrestle, like you had to have.
And to have the same poster as the Royal Rumble this year. So
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna shit on putting a bunch of your workers on a poster. That's fine. It's the logo. I'm kind of like.
As long as they didn't start with like the WrestleMania.
That would have so. I would have popped and got so mad at the same time.
Yeah, that would have been a troll at a level that I had to respect.
Yeah, of course, right?
Fucking Linda McMahon walks out.
The name on the contract says McMahon, but it says Linda McMahon.
What contract did you sign?
My divorce papers. That's
Can you
what-
imagine Linda McMahon bought Stardom?
Holy shit! At least the ladies would get better treated.
I was just gonna say, all the same, non-joking aside, Steph would be a good one to buy.
Yeah. I would not be against that personally, but that's just me.
Anyone
instead-
watch the pre-show?
He just has to get this over with. He's already heard too many other promotions that he doesn't like. It's fine.
We didn't even talk about Chikara yet. I don't know why.
Yeah,
you said
right.
Look
Speaking
at-
of which, there was at least one Chikara.
Sleazy, you're running the show today, Betty.
If anyone watched the pre-show,
I did not watch the 4 matches on the pre-show. No.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, thank God. It was already 4.5+ hours.
I mean, you mentioned Shakara. I had to go get pills.
I'm gonna start this off real fucking quick. The only reason my ass stayed up to watch the entire pay-per-view was fucking Edge. Okay? And I looked at the girlfriend.
Hey,
was
the
like,
rated R
"Why-
superstar Adam Copeland.
Fuck off, it's Edge. Fuck off. Commentary's doing it. MJF did it in an interview after a fucking show, boys. He's legend.
He's gonna be
like,
Edge till he dies. It's like the guy that plays Harry Potter. He's always gonna be Harry Potter.
Michael
Only
Gambon?
one person got out of that. Matt Cardona changed his name. And Matt Cardona did a great fucking job changing his name. Edge is Edge. Like,
Sure.
I like the shirt, the Ledge. And that's what you should have called him. Just call him Legend. Like, it would have been so much more easier and simple and got around your fucking nonsense.
I mean, you could call him the Legend.
They should have called him The Edge.
Well, you joke about that, but I'm not so 100% sure that the Edge doesn't own the rights to that.
Yeah.
Because that's the same thing that happened with Steve Borden and Gordon, whatever his name, Gordon Sumner. Because they both used the name Sting, but Sting the musician pays Sting the wrestler $1 to use the name every year. But technically, Steve Borden owns the rights to the name Sting.
Okay.
So, in the U.S. Other places, it's a whole nother thing.
Yo, dog, I heard you like handicap tag team matches.
I was wondering how you were going to start this. The whole week, I was just like, we're going to watch this now. And he's not going to be able to drop the tag match gimmicks, but he's got to say something to drop it. I love this match, by the way, so continue.
2-on-1 handicap match for the ROH World Tag Team Championships. MJF, the champions, defense against the Righteous. 9 minutes
The
of
Righteous?
Righteous.
The right shits?
Right shits. I mean, that's how they ended up looking after this match. 9
Agreed.
minutes and 40 seconds. Fuck Dave Meltzer gave this 3 3/4, and John Canton also gave it 2 3/4. I'm sorry, they both gave it 2 3/4.
The Mike Sanders.
Yeah, the Mike Sanders.
Underrated pieces of shit. This was and like all AEW cards we talk about, if you're watching an AEW show and you got issues with how AEW does things, don't watch AEW. This is a great match to open up the AEW show. MJF and the crowd was going to pop for it. They already had 4 pre-show matches that kind of drilled into it, so they needed something hot to pick them up. And you're a world champion who's their scumbag picked it up, and we got a kangaroo kick for a huge pop. We got a body slamming for the 85,000. Oh, wait, no, that was the wrong show. We got a body slamming for the 8,000 people. I did.
8.5 thousand.
8,000 is pushing it.
Honestly, Ron Kidd's died. Righteous should have absolutely won this match. And they had the perfect way to do it with the handicap situation, but whatever. MJF's just going to be tag champ until Cole comes back and kicks him in the dick.
I'm going with this fat fuck next.
Agree.
Which one? Because I got 4 of you
That
here.
would be me. The only person that's not fat, really, truly on this show is CHam. So, fun little match. Surprised that he beat them both, really with no, major bits. 3 stars. It was a nice way to open the show.
Yeah, I thought, like you said, MJF is a good way to pop any show, especially after what I assume was mundane pre-show. So anytime.
What were the matches on the pre-show?
Let's see. Okay, I got the list here. The pre-show matches were Kojima, Lee, Stars, and Athena versus Martinez, Diamante, Taylor, and Moriarty.
Ring of Honor.
Yep. Castagnoli beat Barnett.
That would be a main card match, you would assume.
Yeah, I thought it would be, but a lot of people graded it high too. Luchasaurus beat Wayne. Who cares about that? And then the Acclaimed.
Oh, it comes up later. Trust me.
And the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass beat TMDK.
Hey, look, I can't believe we got everybody scissoring John Cena at once.
Right?
Yeah, I assume the flow of that was quite boring. So bringing MJF for some easy heat and spicing it up, I thought was a smart move.
Yeah, agreed.
You guys are all overrated pieces of shits. It was an okay match for a house show.
Half star, you fuck!
Quarter star.
Quarter star for everything. God damn it.
It was an okay match for a house show.
What was it missing?
Literally everything. But
MJF had a cool T-shirt on.
But
MJF always has a cool T-shirt on.
it was a fun okay match for a house show. I will give it that.
So you should have called it the Mike Sanders.
No, it was an okay
It was
match
a
for
little
house show,
bit
but it was
better
fun.
than an okay match for a house show.
What a fucking dick.
ROH and New Japan Strong Openweight Championships. The king of the 2-star match, Eddie Kingston, defends against Shibata. 11 minutes. Fuck Dave Meltzer. Overrated the shit out of this in 3 3/4. John Canton overrated the shit out of this in 3 1/4. Sleazy.
4 stars.
Fuck you.
My notes, and obviously I did a lot of notes for this show because I knew it would be a while before we actually taped this. I'm sure this was a fucking dream for Kingston.
Yeah.
Absolutely living his best life right now. This was not a match. So we kind of talk about this a lot. This is not going to be your normal.
This is not a match Fat Man's gonna like.
Exactly.
Let's just put it out right there, right now.
This is some classic Kings Road strong style match.
Exactly. And it was done to perfection in that respect. So obviously there's a couple of bits that I was okay with, but I would have liked
For
to see
4
it
stars,
better.
I hope you were just okay with it.
There's a couple bits you're okay with. It was just chops.
Yeah, there was a lot of chops. It was like
There was a
60%
lot of
of the
chops.
match.
64. Why wasn't there a fucking scorecard on that? Call back to things that weren't even on the show.
But
I
the
don't
top
like- I
4
don't like the
shadowing
end.
the shit we'll talk about later.
Right?
I didn't like the way he ended it with that power bomb. I felt like he could have went out a little bit better than that.
I agree. That's one of my biggest complaints about it, but that's just me. I felt like that when you're doing a strong style match, you have to end it with a lariat, kind of a requirement.
That's the
It-
never
it's-
openweight championship,
It
not
was-
the strong
it was
openweight
basically the same
championship.
fucking thing.
It's not though,
That one's
Well,
based in America.
It's the American version of it.
but it
much,
doesn't
it's the
say
American
never
version of that
openweight.
belt.
It says strong openweight, so they're not the same title. Lawyers.
Same division. But yeah.
Yeah, they're both sponsored by New Japan. One's just New Japan, one's New Japan Strong.
Right. It's a distinction without a difference. It's the same weight division.
All right, to tell you what the real
There's
rating
no
is.
weight division, though. Hold on now. Open weight means no weight division.
Exactly. But it's the same division as the strong.
So wait,
Never
is this the
openweight,
X
strong.
division of New Japan?
It's
Yes.
not
Kind of.
about weight limits. It's about no limits.
Kind of.
Exactly. Less flippy dippy, more choppy stoppy.
Exactly.
At least the flippy dippy looks good. Let me bring you all fucking guys to reality. It was an okay match for a house show.
Oh, fuck off.
I think that's the highest you've ever rated Eddie Kingston's match.
I actually believe that.
He didn't blood and guts, and he didn't rate it that high.
It was an okay match for a house show. I mean,
It's only because he beat up an Asian.
It was
wasn't
what it was. It was what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Chops, and that's it. It was an okay match for a house show.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about this one.
Christian, what about you?
I enjoyed the strong style elements of it. I like strong style, so I didn't mind it. But like I said, that powerbomb finish was a little bit cheesy.
Fair. Ryan?
I'm agreeing with Ali, if not Fat Man, because he's wrong. I like this match.
I'm never wrong. Come
But
on.
I like that strong style as well. I like that hard hitting stuff. If any finish on this pay-per-view was fucking, and I know Fat Man's going to love when I say this, dumb, it wasn't this match.
Yay!
There is a finish later on in this card that's
Oh, yeah.
absolutely stupid.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like it.
Why do I have a feeling it's not going to be the same match that we think it is? Because there is a finish on this show that is absolutely dumb. But okay, we'll get to it. TBS Championship, Chris Stratlander defends against Julia Hart.
Hey. Don't forget.
No,
your own shit.
hold. I'm not. John Cannon gave us 3 1/4. Fuck Dave Meltzer gave this 3. Sleazy, you're the women's wrestling enthusiast.
Thank you. I actually agreed with who gave it?
One of them.
Meltzer.
Oh fuck! I agreed with Meltzer. It was a nice little match. It showcased Julia in a spot that absolutely needed to happen. I think she's on a very good trajectory right now. I think her character work's been top notch, and having her in the ring with somebody as strong as Statlander is, absolutely wonderful. I don't want to say a wrong kid died here because I don't think she's ready for a title, but I definitely believe by the end of the year she might be having either TBS or the Ring of Honor Women's Championship.
So in 2 months.
But that's the point of the TBS title?
Well, I don't... Well, yes, but we just came off of a historic run.
And?
So we're going to flip-flop it like it's the TNT title?
Here's my point, is I feel like that Chris is a good one to kind of continue the build of it.
Yes.
Chris is in the wrong title hunt. She should not be in the mid-card women's title hunt. Taking that belt off Jade is fine and good enough. That gave her a little rub. She should have dropped it to Julia Hart here because this is the Julia Hart style. This is your TV title, your mid-card title. Chris Statlander got her pop, sustained her pop. Get her the fuck over with the main title, please.
I think the only problem with Julia Hart getting the belt right now is she doesn't have enough reps with those high-profile females on.
Fucking Jade was champion for how long?
Yeah, but Jade can walk out, and regardless of what she does, just look at her, and people are going to be like, "Oh, that bitch is a star." Just look at her. She just looks like a specimen. Like you can't turn your face away from her.
And if I had a little hot blonde walking in front of me and behind me was Brody fucking King, I'd know not to fuck around either.
Yeah, but I don't think she's proven herself enough in the ring yet to be walking around with a strap. Character work has been phenomenal. If we were giving her a belt for her character work, absolutely. But she hasn't been doing enough in the ring yet.
Well, that was my point, is that I think she's going to win the Ring of Honor title first.
Yeah, I could see her doing that. But the match was good to showcase her ability. She did have a chance to actually show that she can get down in the ring a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Rod Kid died, but I like the match. To be honest, like
there's a lot of booking decisions from results standpoint that I wouldn't necessarily 100% agree with. But yeah.
The best and worst part about doing this review now is Dynamite's already happened once. So we have a little bit of kickback when we talk about, if we normally talk after pay-per-view, this is shit. Wait 2 days to see what they do on TV just to see how shit it really was.
Yep.
So, like, most of this wasn't shit. The tag title match was kind of fucked, but, like...
It kind of gets swept away later on. Anyway,
yeah, right?
So I'm wrong.
No shock.
No, I agree with Meltzer, so I'm wrong.
You also agree with me, so you're uber wrong.
Yes, 100%. This match had no right being a good match, but it was. It was a good match.
It's an Impact Women's Division match.
I honestly think the right kid died, so...
I get why, and I get I see the TBS title as the mid-card title, and Jade did everything she could to make it a main title, but when they never crossed her over or anything like that, and then Statlander comes back to a big return... I don't know. I just see it as a mid-card title.
Gotcha.
And it's perfect for your Julia Hart. It's perfect for your Willow Nightingales.
It's not... So it's your presentation of the TBS title now that's... Okay.
That's fair.
Yo, dog, I heard you like 4-way tag team matches.
I do!
4-way match for the number 1 contendership for the AEW tag titles. The Guns versus the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks versus Orange Cassidy and Hook. 12 minutes and 40 seconds. Fuck Dave Meltzer gave this 3 3/4. Canton gave this 3.5. Ryan.
Outside the Ron Kids dying, this was another fun fucking 4-way tag team match that shouldn't have been as good as what it was. I fucking love all aspects of this. I will pop every time the Guns make an entrance because they have the best entrance in the business right now. Like, yeah, no, Young Bucks should not have won this. I would have took Hook and Orange Cassidy. Any other team should have won this.
Any other team but the Bucks.
I was kind of iffy when the Bucks won. I'm like, they're gonna run Bucks and FTR back again this soon.
But wait.
But wait, yeah. So,
So-
I guess I'm wrong. 3 3/4. It was chaotic as expected. It was exciting. It was a 4-way AEW tag match. Like
It was fucking deadly. But I wouldn't even call that an AEW tag match because, like, WrestleMania and the NXT show we talked about, all of that, like, 4-way tag matches recently have been fucking stellar because everybody gets the nonsense of every team's got to have a little bit of a shine. Every team's got to be believable that they win. Get your cool shit in, and then somebody wins at the end. It's a simple process, and it's fucking producing great matches.
Well, here's the thing. Who's mainly in these types of matches? The Young Bucks.
Bucks. They're always
Yeah, but
the
not just
fucking
WWE. Like, in WWE, there's no Young Bucks. And they're having
That's true.
great 14 tag team matches. Like,
They also are, but they're both pulling from a very specific place. The opening junior tag team matches in New Japan. When they were like 4-corner tag matches. Like for years. Fucking years. They opened up Wrestle Kingdom. And there's a reason why they work is because there's just enough people in there for everyone to get your shit in, and it doesn't leave anybody like waiting.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's always action, 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 action. For this match, actually, I'll let CM go for this.
Yeah, I gave this a 3-star as well. I enjoyed a lot of the pops that were in there. I also I don't know if anyone's gonna bring this up. I love that little fluky little fuck up flip at the end that Nick Jackson did right before he finished. That was pretty funny. but kudos to him for sliding back out of that joint and finishing it off. But just like you said, everybody got their stuff off. I love the guns. What they've changed to with that back-to-back intro with that rapid fire Triple H spit. It's fantastic. It's just great. It's a great time.
The presentation's 100% with them.
Listen, they are children of DX, and you can see it because they take it from everybody in DX, and nobody complains and nobody cares because that's how they were fucking.
The homage to Road Dogg.
Oh my god! Road Dogg made a comment about that. He's like, "I wish the boys had to do something to make it their own, but I love that they do the Road Dogg punches because that's Uncle fucking Brian to them, right?" Like,
I love it.
Well, there's another. There was a New Age Outlaws tip of the hat in here, as well. The two guns trying to roll each other up.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true.
I'm so sad that commentary didn't call it the New Age Outlaw rule because that's what it is. Okay.
It really is. Yeah. I gave it 3 3/4.
So you're wrong too.
Yeah. Shocker, right?
Boys, you're wrong about a lot of matches that have been really fucking high rated here. Just so your ratings are understood. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'm used to it at this point. The big thing that I want to point out. Yeah, fuck you too. I think the biggest thing that I want to take out of the match, other than the fact that literally any other team should have won here, other than the Bucks, is that once again Ray Phoenix is hurt.
Yeah.
Like, god damn it,
dude.
Are we?
I thought he was selling at the beginning when he did that little jerk his shoulder back into place, but then when it happened again, I was like, okay, no, that was for real.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? I swear to
you
God.
You wrestle for AEW, so you don't have to work the rigorous schedule of WWE and hurt yourself by wrestling too much. So you hurt myself by doing crazy shit.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard that out loud and it made sense. Like,
did it though?
No, not at all. Like,
do you think that they're getting hurt more often because they're not getting as much reps?
But they're all doing indies and all this kind of nonsense. Like,
well, he's doing AAA, isn't he?
Yeah, my comment was, it's flawed not to go to WWE because you don't want to do the schedule when you're going to go do AEW and either do a crazy shit like you're that, or you're doing like Phoenix, who's down in Mexico and doing all those places, or most of the other guys, because that's how they make their money. Not everybody can get a $5 million contract and get fired, get back around and take
Yeah. It's unfortunate, though.
CHam did talk about the match, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry, I got something going on my phone. I apologize. Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Thwicklin.
Whose house?
Mark's house. Oh wait, shit. I always get that wrong.
Don't give a fuck. I'll mark out every time.
20 minutes and 15 seconds. Fuck Dave Meltzer gave this 4 3/4. Can't give this 4 1/4.
Wow. Why
Wow.
was it missing, Dave?
Right? Let's start with Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed this match, and that says a lot for me because I hate Hangman Adam Page. There's just something about him I just do not enjoy. But I love me some Swerve Strickland, and I think those two meshed very well in the ring together. It was very fluid, and the pacing of the match was well done. And I think it finished the way it should have. I'll give it 4 stars. I think he's going a little bit above and beyond, but I think it's well deserving of 4 stars from a storytelling standpoint and what they were able to accomplish. Like, I like this new visceral Swerve Strickland that we got. He's not flipping as much; he's striking a lot more, and I like it.
Well, he's flipping before the strikes.
That's true. That's true.
This was Swerve's breakout match. Even though everyone knew how great he was,
But
Yeah.
they didn't.
this was his breakout match.
If you
I
didn't know
agree
Swerve,
with
you know him now.
Yeah.
I agree with Ken. 4 1/4. Absolutely great match. Right Kid died. He got the heel heat in his hometown while getting cheered. So,
I don't know what match you were watching, but that's not what happened at all.
well, heel heat mean he was still playing a heel.
I 100% disagree with that.
Nay. Again, I don't know what. Because this match is AEW's Hogan Rocket WrestleMania 18.
Yep.
I
'Cause they
would
went-
100% agree with that. And I make note of it in my notes. I was trying to say, not only did Swerve get cheered here, but Adam leaned into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually
Hangman Adam
appreciate
Page
that.
don't
more.
rip off people's catchphrases. He made sure to scream "Whose house" like a dickhead.
Right.
Like, and immediately they knew. You could see it right away.
Like, we
Swerve
got
stands up in the ring. The best part of it is
Yeah.
the start of the match, and they're going. Swerve looks at him and Page. He's like, "I fucking told you." You can see the shit-eating grin on his face, and from there on, that match changed. Because AEW is hard to see faces and heels most times. Hometown or not hometown, I get that. But, like, this was pure. Page wrestled, like, as close to a heel, and Swerve wrestled as close to a face.
Mhm.
They'd be dumb. See, you just turn the Buck's face. You can't turn Page heel now.
Right.
No, you're all wrong. Swerve still wrestled as a heel. It's easy. Would you rate it?
What the fuck is wrong with this asshole? What did I rate it? I gave it 4 stars. The thing I have, so it's funny because I actually have a similar opinion as CHam does. I'm not a huge fan of Adam Page, but once again, these two guys mesh so well together. I feel like though that I don't understand where Meltzer and company think this was close to perfection.
Yeah.
It's kind of high, honestly. But yeah.
Meltzer overrating AEW? No.
Right.
But everybody's
Right?
definition of perfection is different.
But the thing is, well, here's the other thing is that I believe that the crowd made that match so much more than it was. And of course, we have a national fucking treasure in Prince Nana.
Oh yeah, the way he was shuffling away after
God.
he hit him with that, after he threw him into the barricade. Oh, that was fucking.
Yo, God, yes. Fucking A.
That's fantastic.
It was good.
Prince
There is
Nana's-
not enough Prince Nana love in the world. I really feel, I truly believe that.
Overlooked.
Yeah, and I know I'm a mark for managers because I am one, but Prince Nana, fucking Truth Martini, Paul Heyman, everyone's doing a great job that's
Yeah.
an actual manager.
I
They're
mean,
killing
like,
it right now.
Everyone's killing it.
Okay.
fuck those guys.
Pretty
Fuck
much.
them guys!
Ricky Stars versus Wheeler Yuta. 9 minutes, 55 seconds. Fuck Dave Meltzer. Overrated the fuck out of this match at 3.5. Ken was a little bit closer with the Mike Sanders. Sleazy.
2.5. Okay, match for a house show.
There you go.
I Now, granted, forward sight, I guess, is 2020. Starks is now an AEW tag champion. But
we hadn't talked about the tag title match yet.
Oh, spoiler! Sorry, guys, sorry.
I was
that one for you. I just felt like that the match.
The main event of Rampage was pretty good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Basically, because that's what this was like.
Right. Well, it was not only that, but the high point of the match had nothing to do with the match. Well, it did have something to do with the match, but it was Mox's commentary on it.
Yeah.
It was absolutely phenomenal, and it actually works into the next match, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, 2.5. Warm bowl of water.
CHam.
I'll piggyback right off of that. I'll give it a 2.5 as well. Wheeler Yuta is just one of those guys that are just like, if he's on, I'll watch it because it's wrestling, but I'm not like, let me pull up to that Wheeler Yuta match.
Holy shit, that Wheeler Yuta match! God damn.
Remember when he was going to be the savior of AEW 6 months ago when he joined BC? Like,
dude, what? I don't know what they were smoking on, but I want some of it. But Wheeler, I agree with you. The only eventful part of that match was Mox, and take Mox from that equation, this match would have just been a wet, limp sausage.
That's what my wife calls me.
Get out of my head. I was going to be like, I had one of them, and then I got divorced.
All right, Ryan, go ahead.
I already said my piece. I'll say it again. This was a great Rampage main event.
And it tells you how great Rampage is when this was a 2-star match. It was a 10-minute squash match.
Yeah.
Is what it was. It was just a 10-minute squash match. Wheeler Yuta got like 2 moves of offense in. Ricky starts winning. And frankly, I think I'm overrating it at 2 stars.
It's not unlike you to overrate something.
I'm normally the underrating piece of shit on this show. Thank you very much. The fat fuck sitting next to me is the overrated piece of shit, which brings me into Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. 22 minutes and 45 seconds. John Canton gave this 4 3/4. Fuck Dave Meltzer gave this 5.5.
5-star match.
So I've given out a ton of 5-star matches this year. I will admit that. I think I'm in double digits now over this year because, and Fabian and I were talking about this in the car on the way to the GCW show. There's just been this is probably one of the best years of wrestling in 20 years easy, in my opinion. Maybe longer, but at least 20 years. But this match was just the absolute epitome of perfection. If you're looking for this style of match, if you're looking for this 2 technical wizards of professional wrestling going at it one after another for 20 plus minutes, you cannot look past this match. It is absolute perfection. The problem I have is that I sit here and look at it and say, this is the best match I've seen this year. And yet I've rated everything 5 stars. Unfortunately, I have to agree with fucking Dave Meltzer. I gave it 5.5 stars. I can't do it. I mean, I can't just give this 5 stars because it's not the same as everything else that we've had to this point. I really can't. I love the fact, even the finish was absolutely perfection because you have...
No!
100%. Because, and I think they even mentioned it on commentary, you have this huge technical match. Bryan Danielson knows he can't beat him from a technical perspective, so he's got to finish him off with a fucking strike. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a masterclass of storytelling in one match. If you want to fault it at all, and I will be fair to this criticism, is that up to the actual match, the entire storyline was, yo dog, I'm the best technical master. That's it. That was the entire storyline.
Yeah, the build-up was poop.
That's
But
fine. But the match more than over-delivered.
And I also don't feel like this match needed any build-up because these two have been like making barbs at each other for a long time now, like outside of this world. So for it to culminate finally in the ring was phenomenal. I love what you said. I agree with 100%. He had to finish him with a strike. It's almost like that moment where two swordsmen understand that, fuck, this is a wash. Let's drop these swords and see who got the better hands. That's what that moment felt like to me. I think just for some people like us that watch wrestling as much as we do, we could tell that those two guys were really just trying to outmaneuver each other. It wasn't like, yo, we're calling shit. No. They were just like, oh, you land in this position? All right, motherfucker. Flip your arm over here. All right, you land in this position? Give me your leg over here. All right, let's roll over this way. Like, It was just fluidity to the max. And I had to give it a 5-star.
Sleazy, you're an overrated piece of shit.
Or like a quarter star, isn't it?
No, it's a half star. It's a 5-star match. But he's an overrated piece of shit. And this is not, to me, and we talked about this when we had breakfast yesterday, because I already knew what a star rating was going to be. That, yes, there was it's a 5-star match. My one gripe was the finish kind of came out of nowhere. Like, they were wrestling, two Blue Psycho knees, and it ends. It gives Sabre Jr. an out, though, because he won the strike. They did not leave the ring once in this match.
Mm-mm.
Not once. This was a wrestling masterpiece, and 100% is a 5-star match. And again, Sleazy and I already talked about this, was that I don't think this was my match of the year because we'll get to it in January. There was another match that had a story built up to it, that had a way better story in the match. Wasn't technically, this was the best technical match of the year.
Yeah. But
the story in the match and the build up leading up to it will be still my match of the year. But yeah, this is 100% a 5-star match, and I don't know what Ken, what is it missing? Yeah. Sorry, dude, but what's it missing? All right, Ryan.
I hope Zack Sabre Jr. steps on a Lego. I fucking hate him still. He hasn't got any better. He's fucking terrible. He doesn't know how the word sell works at all. And I came into this match with open mind because fucking Danielson was in. I was like, okay, cool. I watched it. I was like, it's a Sabre Jr. match. Nothing real stood out to me. And then that fucking finish was dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb. And I'll tell you why it was dumb. It never should have finished with a strike. It should have finished with a submission hold or some kind of cool little lock up from a pin. That's how that should have been. A strike. Dumb.
And I will pull the Ryan. It gives Zack Sabre Jr. out. He did not lose to a submission. He lost to a strike.
Why do they need an out? They're not in
to have a rematch.
They're not in the same company.
Doesn't matter.
You can easily do interpromotional matches without it. You don't need it there. I wouldn't care if Zack Sabre. I don't think either one of them gets hurt with this loss. It doesn't matter who wins this match. But finish was bullshit. The finish was stupid. It shouldn't have been a strike. It should have been a submission hold, or it should have been some kind of lockup. It didn't matter who won this match. I don't think anyone losing this match would have been bad or would have been hurt by the loss. It was just a fucking dumb finish.
You're wrong. Yo, dog, I think you like Fields matches.
No. First of all, I will back Ryan up on the fact that if you don't like that, that's great. Because it's a differing opinion on something.
Fuck you! With my strong fucking, all they do is chop shit, and you fucking bash me for not giving it 4 stars. Fuck you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's my opinion.
Because your opinion's definitely wrong.
I'm always right! What are you talking about?
I think that the key thing there is
fuck Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, I know.
There you go. It feels okay. You want to know one of my biggest weird pet peeves about professional wrestling when it comes to entrances? Zack Sabre Jr. came out to his TMDK music. Okay? And the TMDK philosophy, right? it feels like, oh, look at this rando tag wrestler coming in to work Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Should have had his
The
own music.
presentation's kind of weird.
And there's where I'll take the difference on the stance of it's an AEW show. That's not a random tag wrestler to the AEW audience.
100% agree.
He's not hauling anybody new in, but it's not a random person. Like,
yeah, random tag dude that holds a singles title. I mean,
yeah, right.
Well, yeah, but he's part of TMDK, that weird rando Australian
Pre-show
group.
team?
Yeah, right. We already have Australians on this show. Fuck them.
Yo, dog, I heard you like trios matches.
Not when Sammy Guevara's in them.
Chris Jericho, the Golden Elite versus the Don Callis family. 22 minutes, 35 seconds. Fuck Dave Meltzer. He gave this 4 3/4. Can't give this 4 1/4. Ryan, you're the tag team wrestling enthusiast.
Every time I think Kenny Omega's gonna win and be like, well, it's Kenny Omega, he's obviously gonna win. He doesn't win. But look at his pay-per-view record. He just got pointed out to me on Reddit. Like, Kenny Omega doesn't win that often on pay-per-view, boys. And I'm like, he's definitely gonna win. Like, he's finally got to get his man over Take a Shida. Never does. Not until Dynamite in a random tag match because Guevara gets injured here and one of Ozzy Opener injured, so they just said, fuck it, let's do a makeshift team. Omega might as well win. But, like, Take a Shit, I got Omega's number, boys. It's crazy. Like,
Yeah. Well, fuck Dave Meltzer for one. This is 4 stars. But it was still great. It was a great match. Again, chaos as expected. Random trios matches. Again, I didn't think the Goncalves family would win, but I was actually pleasantly surprised they did. It keeps their momentum going. So I liked it.
for the longest time, Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr. were the same person to me, and I'm glad I can tell the difference now.
Hey!
Racist!
How dare you believe white people are all
I hate everybody equally and everybody's opportunity for a joke. That's not racist. That's just an opportunist.
See, go ahead.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara, I love seeing him get fucking ragdoll around. Anytime he's ragdolled around in a match is a good match.
He's like a pretty Darby Allin.
Yeah, that kid throws his body around with just such reckless abandonment. It just, I don't know, when he did that moonsault, I mean that shooting star going outside. Oh, dude, I thought he was gonna die the way he landed. Like his leg tweaked, his shoulder hit wrong. I was like, oh, this dude Sammy Guevara, he's done. They're gonna drag him out. But whenever he's ragdolling around, throwing himself like a dead monkey in the ring, I'm in for it. and whenever Takeshita is throwing fucking lariats like he is, when he's just waiting for you, charged up for you to hit the rope so he can just fucking inside out you, I'm here for that.
He wants to kill Omega, boss.
Dude,
Yeah, he
when
really
was
does.
Just, like, leaned like he was just like, you would have thought he was about to throw a 90-mile-per-hour pitch. I mean, like, come on, this dude.
He's Japanese. He definitely said Hadouken.
Dude,
I get that reference. Hadouken!
yeah, dude, I don't want to be standing there waiting for a charged up Takeshita lariat. That's for sure.
I will say, they've done a great job of strapping a motherfucking rock back in.
Yeah.
He called him Takeshita. Who's he?
Take your shit.
His name is Take a Shitta.
Take a shitta.
Take a shitta.
I'm saying it like how the AEW announcer said. They said Takeshita.
Takeshita. Well, it's like
It's like Kazuchika.
The fact that
Yeah.
that Take a Shitta chant is not broken out of shows breaks my heart.
oh, don't worry. They're coming around here, I believe, soon. I will make sure that gets over.
No, because most AEW fans are ignorant marks to themselves. They're not ignorant marks to their boys. Like, unless your name is Cody, and then fuck that guy. Let's get rid of him.
Yeah. Fuck that WWE fucking
Holy
boomer.
fuck. Hey, you just loved him a little bit more, boss. You still would have had him.
Right? This was a hard spot to be put in after that fucking technical masterpiece. It's still a really good fucking way out, I guess is the best way to say it. I gave it 4 1/4. It feels weird to have such amount of talent in the ring like this and Chris Jericho. But Gear's limits are definitely being hidden way better than it has been in the last few matches. Once again, Takeshita's looking to be the next big thing, Japanese-wise. And you can tell that...
He's going to say his name right. He's got that Asian fever.
Yeah, how dare you...
He outsources his math. What are you talking about?
Did I say something wrong then?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's real. I'm just proving it.
It's a disease.
It's just a disease that don't want to be cured. No, I think that they're doing a good job with the Callis family in general. They're really shitbag heels, and they're doing a good job of that.
That's the point. That a good heel is a piece of shit. Like,
yeah, and I feel like they're doing a great job with it. I can't wait to see where they're going from here. I will be very interested to see how they deal once they really separate themselves with Kenny Omega and that realm, to see where it goes next.
Yeah. Yo, Dogger, who's like tag team matches?
I do. This one was good too.
AEW Tag Team Championships. FTR defends against Aussie Open. 20 minutes and 25 seconds. Fuck Dave Meltzer and John Canton gave it 4.5 stars. Ryan.
I like this match. I really do. The aftermath is now the spoiler comes out. The fact that they fucking lost to Starks and Big Bill a week, 6 days later, fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I know that's a politically correct thing to say.
But Ryan, it was dumb. Come on, dude.
It needed a more harsher word than dumb. Okay?
Wow.
It did, but like...
Yeah, what was the point of that?
$5 to the Autism Speaks Society.
I'm so glad you're... Oh, well, if you're going to pay for every time I say something dumb and racist, you're going to pay a lot. But, like, I want to point out, Aussie Open has the worst fucking luck in the world. Because they just had Mark Davis injured and had to drop 2 New Japan Tag Team titles. Signed with AEW, had this match, and now... Or Carl Fletcher got injured the first time, and now Mark Davis got injured this time because Carl Fletcher's wrestling singles. Like, that's shitty for your tag team, boys. Like, bad
Mark Davis
luck
broke
for
his
you.
wrist.
And Carl Fletcher was only injured back in April.
Yeah.
Damn. Tough run for them right now.
You're going to get lost in that tag, and that's the tag division in AEW and essentially Ring of Honor is deep when you look at quality teams, like regardless of well-known name teams, but quality tag teams that can kind of run with that, that's hurting. It's like the 80s when the single star went down. Tag team division in AEW now, there's 4 fucking belts you can fight for, boys. And the Young Bucks still have to have one.
All right.
All right. Sleazy.
I will prove this to you before in my notes. What's the first line say?
Wrong kids died.
100% wrong kids died. You're not going to convince me otherwise, especially with the Bucks winning the title opportunity earlier in the show. Because for fuck's sake, were we planning on doing... I still wonder if... Were they planning on having FTR win no matter what here?
I was just going to ask you that question. Do you think that they knew Mark Davis was hurt and they called an audible?
The reports coming out of Collision was that one of the hair one, because I can't remember their names. There's the bald one and the one that's not bald.
FTR bald and FTR hair, yes.
Yes, FTR hair was actually injured, I believe.
Cash Wheeler?
Like when it comes back to the feed of Collision, apparently, it's like they win in 5 minutes. Like the match started in progress on the show. That's what started the show, right? The match in progress.
Oh.
On Collision?
Yeah. Watch the fucking product!
I don't watch the fucking product!
God damn it!
I was at a fucking GCW show when it happened.
What, Collision?
We were at a bar watching SmackDown. True story, bro.
Right. Yeah, no, that's that's how it happened at Collision last night.
Yeah, we were watching.
So the show opens. The show opens. Match
Well,
in
Big
progress.
Collision was last night. We were at the GCW show.
I understand. That's why I stopped, and I think when Collision
That'll be another
opened,
$5 for autism.
when Collision opened, the match was already in progress. They called it, and like the length of the match is like 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Like FTR hair or FTR bald, one of them was injured.
So I'm wondering if Aussie Open was supposed to win the titles. Mark Davis got hurt, and then Cash Wheeler got hurt, so they had to call an audible.
So they called 2 audibles in a week?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Who the fuck is the booker of this goddamn
A coke addict, allegedly.
So obviously not if they're calling audibles in the ring.
I don't believe FTR was supposed to lose either time.
Okay.
Okay.
Then 100% Aussie Open should have won this without question. The match was great though. It was 4 stars. I feel like that. I think the depth of the roster. I think Ryan hit it right on the head here. Is that you've got so many great tag teams, and to run shit like, and I love FTR, I love the Young Bucks, but to run them again, this soon, not a good idea in my opinion. Agreed. Obviously, we're getting something completely different now, but I guarantee you that's going to end with the Bucks winning the tag titles again, and here we fucking go again.
Full gear.
Yeah.
Well, they're already 6-man.
Yeah, so let's have more. They want to be fucking Ultimo Dragon the tag titles again. Whatever.
I'm just trying to think now. 1, 2, 3, 4, just in AEW ROH alone. Mm-hmm. Go back to PWG for a spell. He grabbed in.
Well, he's trying to do math. He didn't outsource his math.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I guess I'm wrong. 4.5 stars. This match was.
What was it missing?
Awesome. Your face. Awesome as expected. Mark Davis did break his wrist. So.
Mark Davis breaking his wrist is not why I got half a star.
No, I'm just making a note, you dumb fuck. Smoke some more fucking weed. And how many times you gotta say, if you open up your ears, you shut your mouth more, you hear better.
I was listening, but you didn't say anything that made sense.
Well, damn it, that was a perfect segue to the next match, but CHam didn't talk about the tag match.
Well, I mean, you guys pretty much said everything that I was going to say. I give it a 4-star because there was a couple areas where it looked a little sloppy. And when I'm seeing technicians in there, I'm expecting everything to hit. Like that Liger Bomb was a little bit sloppy. That Shatter Machine was a little bit jank. But besides that, it was a pretty good match. It was exactly what I expected from 2 tag teams at their caliber.
Yeah. All right. 2 out of 3 falls match for the AEW TNT Championship. 25 minutes, 25 seconds. Christian Crane's defense against Darby Allin. 25 minutes, 25 seconds. Fuck Dave Meltzer gave this 4.5. John Cannon gives it 4 3/4. I'm going to start with this because I said I'm going to try to keep an open mind when it comes to AEW, and then they have this fucking shit right here. They have this garbage right fucking here. No, fuck you. Let me finish. So Christian is allowed to throw Darby Allin, kill him, basically.
On the steps?
On the steps. That's not a disqualification. But that leads to a countout? And then Darby Allin, after that, gets a frog splash on the stretcher, takes a finisher on the exposed boards, which we know Sleazy loves, and the fucker kicks out. No, I don't want to hear adrenaline, heart, whatever. No, it was fucking dumb. This match fell off a fucking cliff after that Darby Allin spot. This match made absolutely 0 sense. It was an okay match for a house show.
Nobody remembers this match.
All they're going to talk about is Edge coming. Exactly. Absolutely. But guess what? I'm going to remember the fuck show of this match because this match was absolute garbage. And I think I'm overrating it at fucking 2.5 stars because it made 0 fucking sense. All right, Sleazy.
Fat man, you overrating piece of shit.
Ha ha!
What the fuck?
2 stars.
Yep.
The match was brutal. Okay, I don't know what happened, but there must have been a memo that got passed around when AEW started that says, make sure Darby Allin does not survive this run.
Yeah.
In AEW.
Make sure he's dying.
Fucking A. The casket match was nightmare, but that fucking stairs bump was probably the worst thing I've seen, and I just finished watching the Art of the War Games match at GCW.
I'm not going to make this any better. That wasn't supposed to be the original bump. Do you remember that spot? He goes to pick him up for a suplex first, and
yes!
And then it turned to that didn't work. Let's try this awkward body slam. Darby Allin's only like 50 pounds soaking wet, I figure. So Christian should have been able to muscle him up a little bit higher.
They were so tired. But the thing is, they had to do the spot because it took Christian 5 goddamn minutes to expose the goddamn motherfucking boards. Because fuck you, we're going to sit here and say, oh, well, every single match doesn't fucking matter now because now we're doing the real shit on the boards. You fucking expose the fuck. Bully Ray used to do this all the fucking time, and it drove me insane that a man that had so much respect for the business does this, and now Christian's doing the same fucking spot. Go fuck yourself. And the worst part of this isn't just the fact that they're doing the spots on this. Okay? Obviously, we had this whole swerve thing set up where Nick Wayne comes out after being killed by a goddamn dinosaur earlier on the fucking show.
This dinosaur, stop yelling about dinosaur. You knew this. You knew this when you watched this program. There was going to be a dinosaur on it. Stop.
Well, it doesn't matter if there's a dinosaur on it. It's the fact that
you sounded like you were
the
driving
dinosaur
dinosaurs.
Ate him, and he still goes back.
He returned. He crawled out of his mouth.
Right?
It's the giant falling off a Cobo Hall. Come on.
Yeah,
right.
Shut up. Suspend disbelief.
You get the swerve of Nick Wayne after all this fucking shit goes on. On the exposed boards, we finish the match, which, by the way, at what point are we going to call a disqualification here?
It's fucking AEW.
No,
God,
I would not have
a count out.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
AEW.
If
they
it was
use
AEW,
they want.
I sat here, we talked about this, and I said, if they didn't have the flash pin in the beginning, in like 2 minutes in, that Darby Allin spot was the DQ, and then Christian did everything and got the 3 count on the boards.
Why is it a DQ?
Because he's using weapons.
He threw him on the fucking steps.
It's the no mercy rule. You can put somebody through a table outside the ring when you're playing the video game. It wasn't considered a disqualification because it didn't happen in the ring.
It's a video game. Fuck you.
That's what AEW is.
Technically, he didn't hit him with the steps. He threw them on them.
Exactly.
God, still should have been a DQ.
No, but you were just told how it's not a DQ because he didn't.
But it should have
hit
been
him with the steps.
Here's let me go back to the exposed boards thing because this really pisses me off. It really does. Right? Shocker, right?
But why? Like, I still don't understand it.
It's not only the fact...
I'd matter much bump on that little bit of fan podium instead of just the fucking wood, let's be honest.
Right. Well, you and I kind of both get this. Yeah, you're less against it than I am, but it is absolutely pulling back curtain when you do that shit, okay? And yeah, we're talking about a company that's done this on the reg. But here's my problem with it, is that not only did they do the exposed board spots, but then you had a whole nother bunch of spots after that where people had to take bumps on the exposed wood and take them like normal bumps. Nick Wayne took normal bumps with Edge. Even the spear was technically on the chair, but it was on the exposed board. You know, it's like they did all this stuff after the fact and made it look like that they were in a regular wrestling ring afterwards. That's my biggest problem with it, is that it was one thing when you're doing it as the finish to the match, which is the finish of the show. I still don't like it. I really don't like it. But that put it over way further for me. I hated all of that.
And again, nobody's gonna remember that.
Yeah, nobody's going to remember this fucking match except this asshole because he's so bitter and jaded about AEW. That
I'm bitter and jaded. 4.5 stars,
Well,
4 stars, 5 stars, 4.5 stars.
You're going to bring this match up 5 months, or excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 3 months from now when you bitch about AEW because that's who you are as a person. You can't escape the bad. You absolutely cannot escape the bad when there's good along with it.
Well, 100%. Especially when, Christian's about ready to do a concerto, and let's have a fucking vignette and pyro to save your...
Jeff Hardy all over again.
Oh, my God.
My friends need to be saved.
Yeah. Just like... Yeah.
He was a little bit too stunned by the intro.
No, but to be fair, the one thing I remember about this show is Sabre Jr. Danielson and Edge. So Ryan's absolutely right. No one's going to remember this match. Well, that doesn't take away for how fucking AEW this match was.
And you know what? It was a great match. Fuck you.
It was not a great match. It was a great. You're just high all the time and always happy.
It doesn't matter. It was a great AEW match. This was perfect for AEW. And like I said,
those bumps killed me.
Like I said at the start of this podcast, I'll say it now. You don't like AEW? Don't watch it. Because this is shit.
I went to a GCW show yesterday. Okay,
I understand. I'm very proud
trying to be a little bit. I said before I rated this match, I'm trying to be way more open-minded with AEW, and then they pull stupid shit like this. And here's the thing: like I said, if they would have called the DQ and then Christian would have done what he done and got the second fall, I'm actually okay with that. It makes sense. This match didn't make sense. So that's why I'm kind of shitting all over it. It just didn't make sense.
It did make sense to you because you didn't go in with the mindset of this is AEW. There might be 4D.
I actually went into this show with the mindset of this is AEW.
So this shouldn't have pissed you off because this is an AEW.
But it did. Because
so you're mad that AEW did an AEW
I rated it higher than he did.
Yeah,
it's just
worse.
Whether this show is in AEW, MLW, or whoever the fuck.
MLW wouldn't pull this shit.
The flow of this match was weird.
He just called it shit, so fuck you, Ryan.
The flow of this match was weird. The spots were fucking dangerous, like to Darby's legitimate health.
So you've seen a Darby Allin match before.
Yeah, like I've seen this dude do a bunch of stupid shit, but that stair bump, and I would have been like, come on, bro, I'm not doing that. Like, that shit's crazy. You basically just let this dude do a Mark Henry style World's Strongest Slam onto some steps for you. Like, no way. I'm good on that. But I don't know. It was just something about the flow of this match and the pace of it. It just rubbed me the wrong way. I was just like, fucking bring Edge out already. Like, that's
there it is. Everybody that had any issue with this match, anybody that had any issue with this match and how weird it was, it's all because we were all impatient because Edge is coming.
Oh, by the way, there was a ref. If you're not going to call DQs, why have a fucking ref bump in it? Like, whatever. Yeah. But I will point out, though, is that as soon as Christian exposed the boards, everybody's head went like this. They were looking down. They were looking down the aisle.
They were looking down the aisle for sure.
They were looking down the aisle, waiting for Edge. So there is a valid point to that.
Well, too fucking bad. You still had to sit through a fucking vignette.
Shout
and pyro. And on this day, I see clear.
I wonder how shocked he was when he panned into that right corner and saw like no fucking body sitting over there.
And then just dropped. I was wondering why he just stopped. I was like, weird.
Like, where is everybody? This is my debut. Come on, motherfucker.
I'll put it this way. I don't think Edge is in AEW for that part.
No. Like, he's just there to work with Christian.
Christian is doing the best shit of his
fucking fantastic.
Life.
Yes,
yeah. Like what I was gonna say before, because like before I shitted on the match, like I do want to give Christian credit because he's leveraged himself to a fantastic position, and the work he's been doing, like on this run he's been on lately, has been amazing to watch. But I don't know. That match could have done better of showcasing an actual match between the two of them before the shenanigans.
That wasn't for a match. The only reason it main evented was because they needed to make sure they went past October 1st into October 2nd so Edge could come out. Like,
Oh
Um,
man.
So, I was gonna say that match should not have closed the show.
Edge and Darby. See,
Edge is not a part of the company. Damn it!
absolutely should have closed the show.
Nope. You
That's
could have
the-
done all that shit had Edge debut, but it would have taken away from the show. But the matches that were absolutely great to fantastic, Danielson Sabre should have ended that show.
And I'll tell you why. Fatigue from the fans. You need more exciting, gimmicky shit like
here's
what
the
happened
thing.
in the main event to keep all those people that have been there for 5 fucking hours alive and ready to pop.
Here's the thing. And this is where I will say I agree with Ryan. It's an AEW show. You don't need to pace it. They're used to that shit.
That's why that's why this is the perfect AEW main event.
Yeah, I feel like this is exactly where it should have been.
Here's my question for you, Fat Man. Is Supercard of Honor still going on?
100%.
Okay.
I'll go put it this way: if they don't have Edge and they don't sign Edge, there's no way this is main event in the pay-per-view. It's a totally
100%.
but it's a totally different match. It's a totally different story they're going to tell because they don't. You know what I mean?
It's a one-moment match, and
Yeah. It's not
unfortunately,
to a-
there was 2.
3. That stairs is a moment.
Yeah,
There's
I
the
agree.
moment, and Edge debuting is the moment.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, the third one to me is the Nick Wayne heel turn. And fantasy book, Jack Perry needs to come back, and the sponsor needs to be Christian.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Okay,
Mm.
I will say this to talk about the Nick Wayne heel turn. Yo, dog, I heard you like swerves. Literally the same fucking swerve, 5 minutes from each other.
Yeah. I mean, it's AEW.
I mean, when I drive, I do not swerve. But apparently this company does.
You swear. I thought this was one hell of a show. I really did. Like,
Yeah.
it was probably the best AEW show this year, without question, in my opinion. Besides the fucktardery in the main event.
Besides the
Um,
fuck tattery.
But yeah, it was great. What everyone else think?
Yeah, I loved it. It was fantastic. It was a wrestling fan wrestling show. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of real technical aspects of the matches, and there were still a bunch of the shenanigans in there to fill your hunger in the midst of that.
Yeah. I think that's a good sentiment of the show itself. It was the definition of a 3-ring circus. You had British strong style on the show. You had Japanese strong style on the show. You had fucktardery on the show. You had overrated tag teams
Vignette
winning
during the intro.
Yeah, winning over new guys. You had Josh Barnett on the pre-show, which absolutely should have been the main event of Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Excuse me, Ring of Honor pay-per-view. You had 12 matches that could have been split into 2 separate pay-per-views. It's AEW. I love it.
I do want to talk about Edge debuting because, of course, you got the smarks out there who are like, oh, he's there to save AEW. And I do believe there is some validity that he's in the Edge or he's in the Punk spot, but in reality, what more was there for him to do in WWE?
Nothing.
Like
2 brand new world titles to win.
He's not catching our truth.
I don't care. It's still 2 brand new world. Like the legitimate answer to the question is, from a character standpoint, there's 2 world championships that you are not going to win now.
I understand, but he's been a multi-time world champion, Royal Rumble winner, main event of WrestleManias, Money in the Bank winner, blah blah blah. He's done it all. So
Yeah, and he
you
left
get-
to go
Had 6
AEW
on
to
live
win the.
TV.
Yeah, and he left to go to AEW to win the AEW World Championship, a championship he's never won. There's still fucking 2 right there.
You know what's
I
actually
disagree
funny?
with that.
Yeah, I do. I disagree with that too. When he in that press media scrum,
Did you watch Dynamite? Did you watch his promo on Dynamite?
I did.
You watch so you watched when he
I
said
actually
he
watched.
wanted to win that title.
Yeah, storyline wise, but when he was told in the media scrum, I came here for fresh matchups. I want to wrestle Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. He never mentioned the AEW title. Never, not once, in that media scrum. He was talking about all the people he wanted to face. That's why I went to fresh matchups, and I'm for it.
And here's the thing: with those types of media scrums, you're always, walking on the line of kayfabe and reality. I absolutely believe in that sense. He was absolutely speaking from a shoot perspective, because I really do believe he wants to be that guy that puts over other talent and gets to have these fresh matches that he's never had before.
How long till he wrestles somebody he's wrestled before? Is it will it be 2023?
2 months.
2 months?
2 months. When's Full Gear?
Next month.
So him and Christian.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be his first match he's had before.
By the way, yeah, Christian's like his best friend, but he's also friends with FTR. So,
how are they friends with FTR? Aren't they like?
No, they trained with a.
He loves Canadian. They love Canadians. When is it gonna? What day is it gonna be when FTR decides that their new best friend is Josh Alexander?
when Josh Alexander comes to WWE with FTR.
What a fucking mark.
Sure fucking am. Josh Alexander's the shit, son.
I'm not saying he isn't.
Oh, Ryan, did you watch Impact?
I say counts.
You know what's funny about Impact, since we're just going to end the episode shooting shit? When we talked about the Feast or Fired, none of us thought about the digital media title. We just thought about the X Division title because our brain was so used to just those belts. Mm-hmm. So when Crazy Steve opens up the digital media title, my brain was like, right, it's not the X Division title. There's that one too, isn't there?
Yeah.
Note to self, marijuana affects the
memory.
What?
Oh, I forgot.
What else do we got for news and rumors?
Not much. Let's talk about CM Punk.
Can we talk about scorecard first? Yeah, I know I got scorecard, and it's not there a lot. It's just fuck Deets.
Go ahead.
Deets won Wrestle
Fuck
Dream.
Deets.
Deets won Wrestle
Fuck
Dream.
Al
Robbed
Barrett,
me.
too.
Right. He's gonna be so happy. Fuck Deets because he robbed me of my Grand Slam, and he's a piece of shit. It's Deets' third time winning an AEW card. He is a New Japan and a Ring of Honor win away from completing the Grand Slam a second time before anybody gets it.
Fuck
what a fucking
asshole.
dick.
What an asshole.
All right, so CM Punk, they obviously rumors are swirling that he's coming back to WWE. Apparently, he's in talks with WWE. Sources close to Punk are saying that him and Triple H have talked and blah blah blah.
No, here we go.
Survivor Series in Chicago. Punk's 100% debuting.
On October 11th,
why wouldn't you?
I left Sports Entertainment.
Fuck
2023, I'm back.
I'll take the Fed Shield side of this fight, thank you, sir. Hold on.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you fucking debut him in Chicago if you got him? If you can get him for Chicago.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm having a hard time believing he's coming back to WWE. That's my thing.
Too.
Like, if they signed him, he's 100% debuting at Survivor Series. If he doesn't show up at Survivor Series, they did not sign him. Like,
you know what would be a fun fantasy way to book it? Sign him, nobody knows, and tell him to go fuck around in Impact for a couple of months. Just so people think he signed with Impact, and Impact gets the little rub having CM Punk around.
Impact is known to sign people only for like a couple month deals. Nick Aldis more recently, yeah. So,
That would be hilarious.
I would love to see that, honestly.
Yeah.
The
Show
Hulk
up,
Hogan
beat,
of TNA part 2.
show up, beat Jordan Grace for a belt, and then leave.
I gotta put over some new talent. Beat everyone on your roster.
That's funny. That's what Edge just did.
Right?
CHam, what do you think about Punk's possibly returning?
I don't think it's happening. Just like you said, if they are gonna get him, that's when he's gonna come back in Survivor Series. But I don't think so. I just don't see it. And it's not because of WWE not having anything lined up or any wanting to have any dealings with him. I just think for Punk, why? For what? What are you going there for?
Right. To make amends, quote unquote, and then 2 months later be the same fucking asshole you were.
Yeah. You're not. You're
you
obviously
always
not
have
gonna
been,
change.
actually. So
Yeah, you're the same person still now that you were when you left, and I don't think that's gonna change if you go back to WWE. You're still gonna be that same guy. You're just a little bit older now.
Yeah.
And a lot less leveraged.
Also, thoughts on NXT stacking their card for Tuesday?
Let's.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this.
Hang on. Let me.
I want to talk about it.
I have what they put on so far. Now, ignore the gong. Okay? We're going to ignore the gong.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that maybe not. You've got Asuka, the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Wrong.
Fuck out of here.
Tomorrow
Obviously,
at 5:30.
Becky. You've got Cody Rhodes dropping an announcement.
Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty
It's
Rhodes.
gonna
tag
be
team.
the Dusty
Classic
Rhodes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
But to announce him to be there, you motherfuckers. John Cena showing up. And Paul Heyman in the corner. And then running quite possibly the big match that they could possibly do on NXT right now. Breaker versus Mello. All on a random Tuesday night.
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
So, Dynamite's moving to Tuesdays, well, this week because TNT has, I think, NBA or NHL. No, Major League Baseball.
I'm about to say
Major-
it's definitely not NBA.
It's Major League Baseball, the playoffs. They're moving to Tuesdays, so everyone's all like, oh, they're stacking NXT because they don't want to lose to Dynamite. And I'm like, well, the last month they've been beating Dynamite in their ratings, but okay.
But that was a different night, though.
It is a different night. Because there's you're 100% right, though. Because they're not competition. They're not going up against each other.
Tomorrow they are. Or Tuesday they are.
Tuesday they are.
Which happened 4 days ago.
True story, bro.
So, over or under, who wins?
The fans.
What a fucking mark.
Don't worry, I'll be watching
Here's the
NXT
thing.
on Tuesday. There's a women's wrestler that is the greatest women's wrestler of all time that's going to be on it.
Sasha Banks is coming back? Anyway, so...
Maybe it is Dynamite.
Hey,
It
Answer
doesn't
the fucking
matter who
question.
wins.
A or B? Answer the question.
It doesn't matter. Because
That's
I don't think
that's not the point of A or B.
I don't think WWE is doing it to, quote, beat Dynamite.
I don't care about that.
No,
I'm asking a question. Who do you
What a
think is
winner.
going to have more viewers?
NXT.
NXT for sure.
So,
Especially
Because
after,
it's
after
one-
that last NXT pay-per-view.
plus also one, it's on their normal night and Dynamite switching nights.
Yeah.
Normally you get a decrease in ratings when that happens. Normally. Not always, but normally. But to finish my statement, you fucking stoner piece of shit.
hey!
It doesn't
How
matter
dare you
who
talk about
wins
Christian like that?
because I didn't say fat fuck piece of shit. I said stoner piece of shit.
God damn it.
Well,
Well done.
it doesn't matter because I don't think WWE's doing it to, quote, beat Dynamite. They're doing it to show networks this is what we can do with NXT.
Yeah.
Buy
into it.
Buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Ryan?
Bullshit, there's not a little bit of spite. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, there's 100% a little bit. There's 100% just a little bit of spite. But they can also say...
Well, come on now. All the same. Edge's debut is...
Yeah, they're salty right now.
AEW's doing the same thing. That's not called... They're both doing it. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
So let's talk about the Gong, Sleazy. Is that the only reason you're watching?
No, he ain't going to watch it. What are you fucking talking about?
I don't watch the product.
You're not going to watch NXT. Asuka and The Undertaker.
Okay, maybe. Okay, yes, I will watch it.
You gotta watch that NXT. It's been lit lately.
He's got the microscope and tweezers out.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag towels.
Oh.
And the one more thing is, I don't got much news or rumors. Is Adam Cole needs 2 surgeries on his broken ankle.
Shit.
All because he jumped off the ramp.
I was gonna say, what a stupid way to get hurt.
Dumb.
This dude's injury prone.
It is dumb.
It's funny because when the
You better throw that right at Sleazy.
No, I got to throw it at the camera.
Yeah, but
which one?
Exactly. So if you can't pick one camera or the other, you throw it at Sleazy.
I missed the
Wow.
camera view.
Wow, and you had 2 views on it.
Because I was looking there, not at the camera.
I don't know. I appreciate what NXT is doing with all the ridiculousness of it, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be NXT. You know, yeah, there's some great talent on there. Yeah, there's going to be like cool things on here. This one spot show where everybody and their brother's showing up, cool, but so be it. I think that's it. Obviously, you did the paper toss stuff.
Paper toss.
CM, put yourself over.
Yeah. I'm your boy CHam. Can't spell champion without it. We do a little bit of Twitch action as well. Twitch.tv/Push Media Network. Every Tuesday and Friday, we have our E-Federation, where you can see our Tuesday Emergence and Friday Resolution, where you can see characters from the community participate in a little bit of Scrapple Dapple McDooski.
Oh, I love Scrapple.
Yeah, get a little Scrapple Dapple in there. So yeah, we stream Monday through Friday around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time up until about 3 p.m. So yeah.
Beautiful. Ryan, put yourself over.
Ryan Buckotch on Reddit and Twitter. No Reddit quote, but I'm going to put over that group that we found just because Reddit has a group for wrestling podcasts for all different kinds of viewers. So hopefully it works that they notice that we're pushing them and we push it there. I'll try to find a really good, juicy fucking one for next week.
Can't wait. I'm at TWS Sleazy.
TWS Fat Man.
Oh my goodness, I'm going to do this by memory. Usually I have it written down. We are at Sleazy Fat Man on X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok?
Sure.
Whatever. Videos you can find at youtube.com/SleazyFatMan, twitch.tv/SleazyFatMan, and premium videos at onlyfans.com/TheWrestlingShow. The spicy shit. You can find us every Saturday morning, wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, whatnot. Please go on over there, give us a like on our social media, give us an automatic download on your favorite podcast platform. It really does help us out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So with a special thanks to CM for hopping on the show.
Hell yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. A thanks to Ryan for staying till the end for some reason. And as always, for Sleazy.
For the Fat Man.
This is Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Tony Khan and his alleged coke habit. Unalleged, but really does have a coke habit allegedly. A hot dog's on a sandwich. A sub is on a sandwich. A burger is a sandwich. Next week, Fast Lane review.
Fast Lane review? Who watches WWE?
up in the